everyone. So today I just wanted to show you guys what kind of brushes that I own, which ones I use, which ones are my favorites, and just talk about the importance of brushes. I think that a lot of girls, I've gone personal shopping with a few of my friends, and I think it's shocking when they tell me that they don't own a single brush. I really don't know how they expect to do their makeup without owning a brush, even, affordable brushes, because there are different versions of affordable brushes. EcoTools has a line that they sell at Target, Walgreens, CVS. Also Sonia Kashuk, which is a Target line, she also has a great variety of brushes, including sets. So I just think that brushes are affordable. If you do have the money to splurge a little bit, I think that you should definitely go for it, because brushes are not the place to be cheap. So let me just start by showing you my brush collection, what I keep my brushes in, and kind of display that for you. Okay, so these are my brushes, and I got this little caddy at Target in the school supply section for $2.50. I had them in a different container, but I found that this one, I like it because it separates my brushes. You can see there's this little compartment. So just back here, I have my face brushes, my foundation brushes, my face brushes. Then over here, my eye brushes, my concealer brushes. Here's my powder and bronzer brushes, and then here's just some other random kind of brushes that I don't want to get touched. So mostly I have a mixture of brushes, but what I have most are Trish McEvoy brushes. Those are, in my opinion, the best brushes on the market. It's the best ones that you can get, and they are available at different retailers. I know that Nordstrom carries them, and Bloomingdale's, as well as Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus, and I know she also has a store, I believe, in New York, where she probably sells her brushes in her maybe her husband's dermatologist office. I know that she has a little location there, so if you are located in New York, you could probably find them. So let me start by showing you some of the foundation brushes that I have and the powder brushes that I use and I love. Okay, so this is a travel brush, as you can see. It's got a nice little cap. I just cleaned them so they're nice and clean. But this is a great Trish McEvoy brush. Most of her brushes are made with natural hair fibers. This one is synthetic, and I think it's a great consistency because the brush itself, when it goes on your skin, when you're putting on your makeup, it provides a really pretty coverage. And I think with the brush itself, it's very easy to hold. It's got like a nice little, just to hold in your hand and do your makeup. I think it's really easy to use, and it's nice and compact, so it definitely fits in your purse or for travel. This can be used as a foundation or a powder blush. It's a stake-proof brush, and the way that this works, it definitely has the natural bristles on the bottom, and then on the top it has the white part coming out. And what I love about this brush is that I have used it in the past for my foundation, but I also use it for my bronzer and for my blush, and it's so pretty. It's got just the way that it feels on your skin and the bristles. I find that it's the consistency of that brush, the natural hairs that it has, it's just one of her best brushes in my opinion. Another brush that I'm a big fan of is her powder blush. This is a big, nice, round head brush. And this is when you, obviously, look how much it covers when you're doing your makeup. It just takes a lot and covers a lot of space, and it's great for powder. It's great for pressed powder, translucent powder, setting powders. It's just a great powder brush color. And you can also, if you don't have, a blush or bronzer brush, you can definitely use this one. Another brush that I love from her is this one. This is the small powder blush. And even though it's a powder blush, I always use this blush as a blush brush. I find that it just fits perfectly on the apples of my cheeks, and for my blush, it's just the perfect brush. Moving on, this is the eyebrow groomer. This brush is great. I'm sure you can get cheaper eyebrow grooming pencils other places, but I mean, I get the set when I purchased her brushes, and I love her brushes. Okay, moving on to the eye brushes. This is the angled 50, the angled eye brush. This is great for when you want to do like a liquid or a gel liner and you just want to create that little wing effect there. You can see this is a great brush. Easy to use, and it's great for the application. This brush is the Precision Smudging Brush. As you can see, it's got really fine, delicate little tip. And this is great for underneath your lash line. You just kind of get it in there. You can see on the side. And it's great for applying maybe like a powder eyeliner or just a liner that you want to do just to kind of define your eyes a little better. This brush I absolutely love. This is the sheer eyeshadow brush. This is just, I use this for all over my entire lid when I'm doing my makeup. This is like the all-time favorite brush of mine. This is the medium lay down brush. It's number 40, as you can see there. This can be used for eyeshadow, concealer, I mean coverage. This is a fabulous brush. I cannot live without that brush. And I have two of these. This is the tapered blending brush. I love that. This is perfect to get in those creases. It creates the perfect crease. You don't have to do a lot of work. You just kind of go back and forth with your windshield wiper motion. Over here, I have the Precise Eyelining brush, and I find that a lot of girls, they have a hard time using this brush just because it is a flathead. But I mean, if you dip it in a gel or you dip it in a water eyeliner and you just kind of go, you know, inch by inch, you won't have a problem using this brush. It's really easy to use, and if you practice, I think that'll become your favorite brush. Okay, this brush I absolutely love. This is the Sheer Eye Contour brush, and I use this as a blending brush. And normally when I do my makeup and I make a mistake or I go too dark on my crease, I take this brush and I just blend crazy. And it just creates a really pretty finish, and you don't have like the crease lines or anything. This is the brush that I use. This is my wet or dry eyelining brush. As you can see, it has product there on the tip. This is my favorite brush to use with gel eyeliners. I find that that's the easiest brush because the control, first off, the handle's great, and the control that you have with this brush, I just think that the tip, that's the easiest brush for me personally to use. Over here, this is the Angled Crease Contour brush, and as you can see, this brush is really nice shape. This sits perfectly under your crease, and as you go back and forth, this is kind of like a mistake-proof brush. I never make mistakes with this brush because of the way that it's shaped. And then I have my lip brush, which I absolutely love. This is the Trish McEvoy, and this is a great travel lip brush, as you can see. So it's got like a little cap, and this is nice. This is just a beautiful little, the way that it's packaged. It's just, I think, so pretty. And then the last brush that I have from her collection, this is the Deep Eye Contour brush, and this is just to create like a darker contour for your eyes, like for your creases. And what I always do with this brush, how I apply my makeup, is I get it on the crease and then I bring it in, and I just like to blend it, and this is for like darker shadows. So these are all my Trish McEvoy brushes here. And I do have a couple extra brushes that I want to talk about. This brush, I got it at Target. It's a Sonia Kashuk brush. It's a foundation, flathead lay-down brush. And I love this brush for foundation as opposed to, the Chanel brand. Not that I don't love the Chanel brand brush, but just the finish that I get with using this brush, I feel like it's not a streaky finish. It's a really pretty finish. It looks like a sponge-on finish, which I love, and you're not wasting product. So it's definitely one thing that I love. Not to say that I don't love my Chanel brush. And then I have here a YSL brush. This is just a blush brush that I use, that I have from YSL. And I have a couple other, these are a mixture of Shu Uemura and Laura Mercier brushes. This brush, what I use this brush for, this is one of my favorite brushes. you see like angled, I find that it perfectly fits, it just fits the bottom of my eye. And what I do with this brush is I take a little bit of my Laura Mercier brightening powder, just go in the cap right there, and then I just sweep that underneath, and it just creates a really, really pretty just light. It just gives me light on the bottom of my eyes, and the bottom of my eyes I have a lot of veins that show through, and around my face in general I have broken capillaries, and this is a great brush because it gets into all those little crevices that you normally wouldn't be able to get into with any other brush. So I love that brush. And then over here I have two concealing brushes, one from Estee Lauder, one from Anastasia. This is another Chanel brush. I use this for bronzer. I love it. And I have more Trish brushes here. Same one. This is a Glow Minerals eye definer brush. It's kind of the same thing as an eyeshadow brush. And then I have a CoverGirl eyeshadow brush, a Bobbi Brown Ultra Fine liner brush, this is what you're supposed to use with a gel liner, but I find that using the Trish brush, it's just easier because of the application. And this is a Laura Mercier smoky eyeliner brush, which I also love. So one thing that I always do keep in my caddy that people are always asking me is a toothbrush. This is like, God knows how old this toothbrush is. It's a basic toothbrush, but I always use it to groom my brows. I find that it's a perfect brow grooming essential, and if you guys just need something to tame your brows, definitely brush them with a toothbrush, and then I would just apply a clear coat of clear brow gel. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck to you all. Thank you.